Hello and welcome back to another video. On my previous video we ended off by defeating Gerard, so let's continue. I do apologize for my mic volume in the previous video. Obviously still a little bit janky in this video. It's my first time recording my voice, so it's difficult to set the volume. I just hope it is a little bit better in this video, so yeah. Okay, that's the wrong way. Should go forward a bit. So this time, you saw in the previous video we're at the crossroads. So this time we'll just take this path down. You can use Gerard, but in water deep forest and almost entirely submerged. This is in my opinion one of the more beautiful places in this game. It just comes in a bit later, so yeah, it is beautiful. It's really beautiful, yeah. Just annoying sometimes. But as I was saying previously, Gerard can be good. He does a lot of stance break damage, but in general I wouldn't advise using him because it's not that good. Yeah, so I would prefer not using him. But if you enjoy using him, I wouldn't go against it. He can be quite fun to play with, but I just don't like using him, so jump over that dog. Be careful, there is a lot of poison in this area, so just jump over most of it. You can see there's a lot of water over here, but if we beat the final boss of this area, Elaine, we will unlock the ability to swim. So that will be quite fun, as that allows us to go to the next areas. Jump. Yeah, did you see that? He just used poison over there. So let's go. Press right. I've seen this slide before. Where did I see it? I think the boss is actually up. Coven Handbook. The Coven is a place for sorcerers who seek deeper knowledge of magic and the abyss. We help the jointly established White Parish and aid in blighted eradication where needed. You must meet the approval of multiple sources to join. The research in forbidden arts such as the magic of the ancients, wielding weapon in the tower and leaking intel to nations are prohibited. Let me just check if... I just think that there's the previous path, so... Yeah, it's just the previous path where... Yep, shouldn't be anything over there, so... Let's just continue. There exists a place known as the Coven somewhere beneath us. The path forward may be flooded, but we must go on. Oh, you see that? That is actually a way to open this door, so a shortcut. If you get the poison attack, you can actually open it from this side. Because I don't remember anything really that good over there, so we can just go and do that way easier. Jump over there. I'll be careful, that part is... There should be a mimic somewhere. Just jump over them. Up. Ooh. I shouldn't really be taking all this damage. Jump over them. Dog, of course. Jump, jump, jump. Yeah, I think this part, yeah. Be careful, they do a lot of damage. Now let's beat the mushrooms. Okay, beat this poison attack. Yep, you'll see a lot of the mini bosses are really easy to beat. Especially this one. Okay, let's just purify him. I was so close to seeing her again. Also, there's a love story between him and a boss. It's quite a sad story, but in my opinion, it's one of my favorites. Fungal Sorcerer. The sorcerer learned much on his travels beyond the bounds of the man's end. Despite his return home, he never did make it to the cavern where his lover awaited. Let's go back. Let's get this note real quickly. A lover's letter. To my darling, upon reading your letter, I have decided to return. I have seen and learned much on this half-year journey south the cavern. I ache to tell you of the scorching sand dunes, strange creatures, and so much more. I will be back soon with your souvenir. All my love, Melville. I remember there's an item. Yes, there's an item right here. Break that. Go down. Curious Blight. There's no need to read that again. It just is the same thing. Just return to respite since that area is completely clear. You'll notice all the red dots means there's another area you can go to. Blue means you haven't cleared it. The green means there's a respite. And if it's gold, that means you've 100% of the map. Let's just go back. I almost forgot about putting on the ability. Spirits. I'll just put him in this slot. So what I like to do is, normally my first slot is my main layout, and my second slot is just extra stuff I like bring along, just for like movement and stuff like that. So do this. So you'll see, you just skip like quite a bit of stuff. But I will be heading back there soon, so don't worry guys and girls. Extra heal. Yeah, you'll see over there is a spot. Oh, we can only get an end game, or just not end game, but later on. So take this up. So you'll go up here. You'll jump, and you'll get this. The cavern is sunken. Be careful for that witch. There should be an item over there, but no, it's not. Go up the stairs. There should be a chest over here. Yes. Just jump over him. Manisa's ring. A relic left behind by the ancients and kept in the cavern. One stage by a woman fond of flowers. An enchantment on this old ring causes it to glow when held by a priestess. You can just jump away from the thing. I don't think there's anything else over there, so let's just go down. Ooh. Be careful of those witches, they do a lot of damage. Just jump. I will be clearing everything on the map later on, so don't worry about that now. Okay, so you'll see, there's actually 3 different pathways. You can go here, but I would advise not going down here now, because it is quite difficult getting to that area. But if you're lucky, you can actually get to a late game area really fast. Sources note. I've been studying the texts of the ancients, and it appears that there is the possibility of a connection between the Blight and one particular branch of their magics. If we could decipher more of the old text found in the Blighted land, we could pursue this trade further. So I always get confused with this part, but yeah, I think I should go back. This isn't the place. We go down here, and this should actually lead us to where we need to go. There should be 1 or 2 side bosses in this area, but I think we can only get to 1 at the moment. This is relatively quite a small area. Not small, but there's not as much bosses. Yes, we go down here, and we'll be able to complete that love story. This can actually be quite a difficult boss if you're not... Yeah, it's not smart. If you're not smart early game, you can get easily beaten by this. But it shouldn't be too difficult. It's just if you're not dodging. Boom. I will actually be using this one. Melville, where are you? So this is actually the love that fungal sorcerer came back for. So now we finished the love story. The floral sorceress. The charming sorceress, beset by grave illness, spent her days alone. Amongst flowers she waited patiently for her lover's return. He left to seek a cure for her, but she only wished to be with him for the little time she had left. It's a short love story, but it's quite a sad one in my opinion. A sick lover just wanted to spend the last days with her lover, but yeah, quite a sad one. Ooh, I don't know if there's any items here, but yes, there's an item. Okay, is that thing gonna hit me? Okay, let's go. There should be... yes. So what we'll do is go back, circle around, and then we can go down. So we go up here. I can't remember if there's any items, but I'll just go make sure. Yes, there's nothing. Let's just go rest. So funnily enough, one of my favorite and probably the strongest loadout in this game is the free first. You can get it at the beginning of the game, funnily enough. So what I'll do is I'll take these three, put them in my side loadout, just if I run out of these, because they do have a certain amount of uses. Secret has 13, while the flame sources only has 12. But there should be a relic, I think we did get it, that increases the uses, yes. So I'll take that one off and I'll take this one. It doesn't increase by a lot, but that 3 or 2 can help quite a bit later on. I do believe there's another ring you can get that just increases by a lot more. Dodge them, go down. We can go down here. Dodge over him. Be careful of this. There should be a couple items here, but there's also quite a couple minutes. Yes, here's the item. This increases our relic slot, so we can use more relics. That's another mimic. We go down here. This is the boss, yeah. Let's return to rest part. As I said earlier, I do get quite confused by this part. I might have a lot of hours in this game, but still, that place confuses me. But I do believe we are going the correct way. So, we can just keep the poison. And we skip that part. It's an item, I believe. Yes. If you want to see me playing other games, you can just recommend them in the comments. And feel free to like and follow too, if you enjoyed the video. So there is multiple floors we can go. But let's just go down. So I'll just lead in a big circle, so don't worry about it too much. We should be quite close actually. So what we can do is... we go this side. Just be careful. This spot can be quite tricky, especially when you're quite low health. Go down. Be careful, she will use a flame attack there. Be careful of the merman because she can't swim at the moment. Well, you can find it in the air, but I wouldn't advise it. So what you'll do is go up here, and you should be able to open that shortcut. I don't believe there's anything. Yeah, it's just an item here, that's all. The Coven, the Kingdom, it's all over. So, did you see that door up there? That's actually for the true ending of this game. But it's quite difficult to get. So, I'll show you how to get that later on. I am planning to show you how to 100% the map and get the true ending. But at least the one thing about this game is you can get all the endings in the same playthrough. You don't have to go to every single ending on its own playthrough. Just repeating myself, I guess. Yeah, I do hate this area quite a bit though. So this should have unlocked that gate. So we'll just go up. Dodge over that. Run, 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 run. Dodge. And we can just go and open that gate, I guess. Then we go down. And funnily enough, we're at the main boss of this area. I'll just save real quickly. And let's take this item. The Parish Way 3. Witness of the priestess' miracles knew they had found their savior. They spread word of her blessing. Slowly the white parish took form. The white parish worshipped no god, however they followed the guidance of the white priestess, living so as not to fall prey to the blight. Theirs is a peaceful existence, with they spent praying for tranquility over those who have been purified. Yeah, funnily enough, this is actually the end of this area. Quite a short episode, but yeah, we need to finish this boss before we can actually explore the rest of this area. There is a lot more to do, but we need to finish this boss. I do hope I don't take too long fighting this boss, because I do have to admit, I struggle quite a bit in this boss. But you'll see it's not too difficult. Yeah. I say that as I get it. Be careful, you can just dodge through that. The problem with this boss is it does teleport quite a bit. It's knocked down. Okay, just dodge that. This thing is that move doesn't have too much range, but still. That attack is quite fast though. And it can be quite difficult. I do prefer fighting Gerard first before Elaine. I have to admit, my opinion is a lot easier than Elaine. The worst part of Elaine is she does actually have 3 phases, so she does get quite difficult. As you can see there, she now switched to using that attack twice. And just jump over it. Dodge that. You'll see she will be spamming that fire attack though. And she will be teleporting quite a lot. The worst thing about her also, and Gerard as well, is they do actually regain their stun meter if you don't hit them enough. Just dodge that. You can stay underneath them for that attack, it would make it quite a bit easier, so dodge that, and get hit by that, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't be talking, I should concentrate. Just jump over that. Now we can move this movie. As you can see, Gerard is quite slow. So I do prefer using... Ooh. I might need to do an extra round. But I have to admit, the third phase is probably the easiest version of it. I say that as I die. You just need to keep your range. But I did use quite a lot of my abilities without actually hitting her, so... Yeah. Maybe I can use... Yeah, I think I could switch out Gerard over there. Might make it quite a bit easier. Just waiting for the boss to get back up. Use that attack. Quit your range. Ooh. She should use that, yes. Oh, so Jaws one attack. No. I'm actually planning on trying to post more videos. Because if you ever watch some of my videos, you'll see I just post like 8 a day. And then I don't post for like 2 months. So hopefully I'll get out of that habit and actually record more. And try to get a schedule up. Ooh, be careful of that attack though. Yeah, I think I should have just died with it. Let me just quickly switch some stuff around. But thank you to all of you guys who are listening to this part of the video. I really appreciate that quite a bit. We just jump. Hopefully third time's the charm, you know. Instantly with that attack. Ooh. I remember the first time I played this game, I think, no, it wasn't Elena, it took me the longest, there was somebody else. So hopefully I don't struggle too much with him as well later on. Maybe I shouldn't healed. Ooh. Okay, second phase. Okay, she's gonna use a flame attack. Dodge that, you can just dodge into that one. She's gonna use it again. Okay, now I can get it knocked. Yes. I'll just run that side. Dodge that. Use those balls again. Just one of those. Ah, she always dodges that. Almost died there. Okay, and third phase. So we'll just stand over here because she will always use that attack as the opening. You'll see she'll attack and then she'll teleport behind you. And that she will always do no matter what. See. So that's, in my opinion, the easiest way of telling attacks. Yeah, whenever she teleports there, you will know that she will be using the attack. Careful, she will attack now. I always find the third phase easier than the first and second round, for some reason. Quite odd, I know, but it's more, how should I say, it's easier to know what she will do. Yeah, as you can see, she'll always do the teleport behind you. Teleport. Be careful, don't stand underneath her when she does that, because that will end in you dying. Especially when you're so low HP as I am. Careful, teleport. Just gonna teleport again. And finally, as I said guys, third time's the charm, you know. Hey, are you in there? The coven is lost. The place I fought so hard to protect. Everything I built up by my own hand brought to ruin. I risk everything to protect her. Fretia, the only friend I've ever known. I yearn only for your safety. Even now, I remember the day you eased the suffering of what was once my mother. The day you became the priestess of the font, Fretia. Such precious time was taken from us, never to be returned. I continue my research in hope it may have eased your burden. But it was all for naught. Their folly has become my own burden. I'll credit to protect this place, at least until this horrid rain ceases to fall. I devoted my time to running this magic. Now is the time to put it to use. Dark Witch Elaine. Elaine was raised in a coven of witches and was hailed as a gifted sorceress at an early age. Meeting the priestess eased their anxieties and loneliness. The Witch's Bubble. Black magic wielded by the Dark Witch Elaine that allows one to submerge, attack, and evade in directions in lighted water. Yeah, so that's the ability to swim around. Though she may fade, the ward protecting the covenant shall forever remain. May you rest in peace. So that should be the end of this area. I'll just go back to rest beds. Thank you for everybody for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope I see you in the next. Thank you, and if I would appreciate if you like and subscribe to show your support. Thank you and goodbye.